the crew from Team Fierce Transformations here. Somebody else just came on. And we're doing our Wednesday night call. We are going to start doing our Wednesday night calls 7 p.m. every Wednesday night. So I have a meeting ID for this, the little space we're in Zoom. So I'm going to have that posted in the files section. It's going to be an ongoing meeting. So all you have to know is I think it's an 8 or 9 digit code, and that's how you can get into this meeting. And it'll be every time. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello. I'm actually driving home from work, so
cool.
If you don't see my face, that's why.
Okay. Because you see a cough and you're like, whoops.
I know. I'm like, oh, just zooming, bro.
Sure. Okay. So we have a couple different things we kind of want to go over. First, I'd love to hear how everybody's Fall Classic team is going and successes and what's going on.
How's yours going? How about that? You start.
How's mine going? Yay! I have Rochelle and Rosa on my team, and I said, you girls are both going to rank advance. And Rochelle did it before the November even started. I was like, what? And then Rosa is going to rank advance tomorrow. So we have that happening, which I am ecstatic about. And then, yeah, I'm working hard. I'm doing between 10 and 15 invites per day. And boy, have I gotten a lot of no's and ignores. But I'm planting my seeds for the beginning of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm planting them, that's for sure. So how's everybody else's team going? What's happening?
Well, I have Chris and Susan, and we're working on it. I mean, yeah.
Aren't you already at Success Club 6 or something?
If my girl I sent my challenge pack thing to today purchases tonight, then yeah, I will. But yeah, I'm at 4. And so I'll be at 6 tomorrow if she follows through. I haven't checked to see if she has yet, but hopefully.
Cool.
It was a referral too. It was a girl who bought a challenge pack from me last month, and she sent her sister my way. So referrals are the best. So you always want to ask, do you have anyone who would want to join you on this, on your journey or whatever? And that's what it was. It was a girl who, she was loving it already, and she sent her sister to me, which her sister lives somewhere else. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, so yeah, it was great. It's always better with friends.
Heck yeah, it is. That is actually a really amazing idea. Is anyone else asking for referrals currently when they get?
My guy that I sold a challenge pack to last month has like 3 people that he wants to get hooked up. So hopefully that will go through.
Go well.
Like yesterday. So.
Yeah. So Stephanie, you're on a team with like Nick Felder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know him, but we've kind of been messaging a little bit, and I have a couple family members, actually, like my brother. I just sent him out some samples.
Okay, and you're frozen. Okay, so Barbara, are you on a Fall Classic team?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay, and then is that
It's Jessica. Yeah, it's Jessica on the phone.
Yeah?
Yes,
Jessica,
I'm here.
are you on a Fall Classic team?
Yes, I have Brooke and Sherry. Sorry, I'm sick, so I'm trying not to talk.
Oh.
Yeah, she's with Brooke and Sherry.
Awesome. And you guys have a plan and you're working on it?
We haven't really got to talk much because I've been so sick this week, but starting this weekend, I really have to get in on it with them.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you feel better. That's rotten. I know everybody and their brother around me is like dropping like flies, and I'm like, stay away. So you guys drink your Shakeology and take vitamin C and bolster your immune system. So I'm glad to hear everybody's kind of seems to be doing well with their Fall Classic team. If you are on a team, I really urge you to take a leadership role and knock it out of the park. There's cool prizes. Like, I want a hammer and chisel shirt. I want an ombre jacket.
I want a jacket.
I know.
So you got to look at those points to see. I mean, because if you're on a team with someone, or two people, you got to look at those points and see, how much of that you gotta pull your weight, and try to make a goal and stick with it. Because if you're not familiar with these competitions that they have, the other ones are Team Cups, which they did one in February, and then they did one in August. And so it's like a few times a year, Beachbody does this to kind of rally people, and so you build teams. Team Cup is 5 people, but and so there's different levels of prizes. And so in order to get like the first level prizes, I think you need.
You get the thing from Summit.
Yeah. I'm not even looking at that one. No, I want the free gear. But yeah, so
I want the hammer and chisel shirt.
I know. I know. So yeah, you need to look at the prizes and see, what you need to do to accomplish that. And so, in August, I think our team, I set a goal for myself because I wanted to make sure I could help our whole team get prizes and stuff if they just got to Success Club 5 or Success Club 10 or whatever, because that's kind of the minimum for them. And so I set a goal to try to make sure that our entire team would get points as long as they got there. But and I hit it, And so the amazing thing happens when you write goals down for the month, which you should have them for every month or even every week. Write those goals down and post them somewhere publicly, like in our group or your team group. And you know what happens is you hit those goals when you make it a public thing and get yourself some accountability. So for sure, that's what you got to do. So
good stuff. Get yourself a shirt.
I want a shirt.
Who doesn't love a shirt? So also one thing that I kind of wanted, I didn't put it on my schedule or whatever, but I really want to make sure if you guys are adding people to the challenge groups, you have a customer, you add your customer to the challenge group, like you have got to check in with that customer and provide them a good experience. Sometimes people, especially we have 70 people or something in our group right now, sometimes people are like, maybe I shouldn't post, like don't feel comfortable posting, or don't really know anyone in the group and don't, not extroverts. You need to make sure that they're having a really good experience, even if they kind of fall off the face of the earth as far as that's concerned. Make sure you're checking in with them, please. So, okay?
No, I agree. And then also about the team group too is there's so many people in there, and I have a feeling that a lot of people in there don't have a coach. Like they got added when maybe they shouldn't have been added. They got approved and got into the group. And so because I set it for people to request, and then when people request to get into our group who don't have a coach, then if you're mutual friends with that person or something, talk to them and then tell them, this is how you get into this group. Can I help you, find a program? And that's what I did too with one girl. She wasn't a friend with any of the coaches in here, and she requested to be in the group because her friend had requested to be in the group. So I messaged her and I asked her, if she had a coach, and she was just more than willing to sign up and buy Challenge Pack. And so don't just let people in. We gotta talk to them first. And so it's not really happening anymore, but just a thought for next time, That's why I made the events for the groups public, so that more eyes get on those invites, and so that people know what's going on. And then I post a link to the group for people to request to be added, and then this is what happens. People are interested because they might be people that no coaches have reached out to them, or they don't even know anyone who's a coach, but their friends have a coach. And so that's why all this stuff is public at first, to get more eyes on it. And so we got to pay attention to those types of things, because I have a feeling there's a lot of people in there who you know, who didn't buy a challenge pack or didn't buy a program or aren't anybody's customer at all. And so they're just kind of watching, which is good too. But,
what a great way to also think about doing referrals.
yeah.
Being anybody that's purchasing a challenge pack from you that you're putting into a thing, be like, oh, do you have a sister, a friend, anybody that you'd like to do this with you?
Exactly. And as new coaches too, I mean, that's what you want to do, is invite people to join you on your journey. You know, if you're not comfortable leading yet, you say, okay, who wants to keep me accountable? Who wants to help me, you know, on my own journey? And, you know, and then you learn to support your customers too that way. You learn to lead people. So.
Cool. So we're going to be trying something new this next week that I'm kind of excited about. Like, I'm always up for innovation and trying something new that may work a little bit better. So I have run a couple of sneak peeks with those videos that my husband and I made that were, you know, kind of more emotion provoking than some of the stuff that we've done in prior sneak peeks. And I noticed people were in it, and you'd have, the first day you'd have 95 people watch the video, and the second day you'd have like 70 people watch the video, and by the third day it was like maybe 50. So there's a lot of drop off in those sneak peek groups. So Lindsay and I were talking, and she is hardcore, checks out top coaches and kind of what they're doing. So
Watching them.
she's like, she's voracious.
Yeah. And so I steal their ideas. No.
So we're gonna do next
Wednesday,
11/11, which is actually Veterans Day, which could be a bonus, or I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers that people are gonna be like, heck yeah, I'm not doing anything. So 11/11, we're going to do a sneak peek, and it's going to be, what time did we finally decide on? 6:40.
I was just gonna go back and look at my messages.
I think it was 6:30 to 7:15.
Yeah.
So 45 minutes. We're not even asking for an hour of their time. And we will post in there, and there will be prizes people can win. Right? Like, win a couple packets of Shakeology, and if people stay on all the way till the end, there will be like a big prize or something that somebody's.
And also, if anyone signed, because that's on a Wednesday, which is, you know, tonight the Beachbody Week ends by 9 o'clock. And so that is the point too, is to give out prizes for anyone who signs up as a coach by 9 o'clock p.m. On that night. And so it's going to be in an event. It's going to be a public event, so lots of eyes can get on people. You know, everything we post, lots of eyes will get on it. And so 45 minutes, we're going to post these videos that we've talked about and try to encourage a lot of interaction. And we'll probably have like, you know, Emily and I posting different posts throughout the 45 minutes. But yeah, anyone who's interacting and still watching, they can earn prizes like Shakeology packets and maybe a Fix-Aid, or, you know, whatever we have lying around. And so, yeah, it's going to be, I've seen a lot of new top coaches doing this lately, where it's like, they call it a happy hour is what some people have called it. And so it's just posting a video every 10 minutes or whatever, and the videos themselves are only 5 minutes long. And so, so yeah, it's going to be real short, just a live sneak peek into coaching, and we'll be on there to answer questions. So I'm going to make up the event, and I'm going to make it, you know, public. And so we'll start posting in the event and make it really interactive. And so people can win stuff, and then, yeah, hopefully entice them to sign up by 9 o'clock that night to get it in on that week, you know, So
we've been talking about, and someone posted today somewhere, we were talking about the call, about they feel like they don't know how to get coaches, or they're trying and not able to, they're not really adding to their team. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to decide people that are like you, that you enjoy, people that you would want to go to like an event with, Like, think about the top 10 people in your life that are amazing. I have a list of my top 10, and I want you guys to invite people to do this. And you will be surprised as you invite people. Like, people are kind of jazzed usually. I mean, I've never had anybody be icky to me about it, but I've had a couple people say, oh, no, I'm not interested. But most people are like, oh, yeah, okay, and I always say, I really feel like you would be an amazing coach because you have a big heart. You like helping, and you tell them reasons why you feel that they would be a good coach. And people dig it. And then try to get those people that are on your list to show up for the call.
So yeah, you can invite people to this event.
Event, not the call.
Yeah, invite people to the event, but then also because it's public and people are joining and people are interacting, some people are just going to be flies on the wall. I mean, that's what I've done in these top coaches events. I'm just watching, I'm reading, I'm saving the text, I'm, tucking it away into my Google Drive for later because, just for ideas. But I wasn't invited to it. I just saw it and I went to it and, I didn't participate. I didn't have to click join, but I just looked. And so that's the point, is to kind of get people that way, to those ones who don't want to publicly say that they're going to, but then maybe they'll message you, about it.
So another thing about the sneak peek, we are going to, I'm going to do a couple of different posts at different times throughout the day that say, because some people that I would never imagine would want to be coaches might actually have an interest and will message me and say, oh, I was interested about what you were, I always post, I make like a Canva or something, and I try to talk about how coaching makes me feel and how it's changed my life and how, we have an amazing team, how it's changed my life financially, how it keeps me on board as far as fitness is concerned. I mean, I really feel like if I weren't a Beachbody coach, I probably would have fallen pretty hard off of the wagon at some point. And I never have, because I have people watching me and keeping me accountable all the time, which is profound for me. I've always been this kind of a girl, go up and down in weight, up and down in weight. And I haven't. So this is a huge blessing for me. And I want to tell people about that. So I'm going to tell people how I feel about being a Beachbody coach. And they'll be drawn to that. And join the event and become coaches. Yay! So yes? Yes?
Does that sound like fun?
Yay! Okay. Cool. So did you want to add anything else about any of that? Anyone? Does anyone have any amazing ideas? What are you guys thinking about the sneak peek? Anything? Anyone? Bueller? Okay. So.
Sorry.
6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. on 11/11. Get some people in there. We're going to wow them. They're going to be wowed.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sorry, my dog's attacking me.
I missed you. Okay. So one other thing that I wanted to talk about that I really kind of want to have a discussion about is I posted in the group, what did you guys want to talk about? And actually Brooke said how discouraged she was with customer service. So first I'd like to take a little poll on the line. Has anyone had issues with customers around customer service?
Yeah, they're assholes. Fun fact. So that's cool.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically now married to my new coach, so congrats to me there. They were like super frustrated with the whole billing thing for Julius signing him up. They wouldn't let me pay for it or anything unless we were engaged or married. So
They're like,
hey,
about that.
got myself a spouse. So that's cool. But I don't know. I ended up just calling back until I talked to someone that was nice and they took care of it. So that was cool.
So,
But yeah.
that's a beautiful little nugget of information. Okay, who else has had issues with customer service?
I have, actually. Last month when I signed up to be a coach, remember I contacted Lindsay about it. They were supposed to cancel my regular monthly order from being a regular customer.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't cancel, and so they sent it out, and I didn't want bags anymore, and they said, well, I'm sorry, it's too bad. You'll have to get it, and then return it, and then we can send you back the money. And she was just rude, and I said, but I didn't want it. And she's like, there's nothing I can do about it. She was just rude. Very, very sharp and rude. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anybody else?
It just depends. I swapped my husband's order over from chocolate to greenberry, and I did it via the chat. They ended up sending me 2 free bags of greenberry, and then I called them to make sure I wasn't getting billed for it, and they said no, and they told me to keep it. So,
shut up! That's awesome. That is a great experience.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that was good. But
I'm a little jealous of your experience.
I know. It's like, well, I told him, I go, you better like greenberry because that's what you get.
Yeah. I've lost 2 customers because of customer service. 2 customers and a coach because of customer service. And the coach was because of coach relations, just because of issues that just couldn't be resolved. So myself, having done this for a while, like, I'm telling you, and that's one of the things that they really talked about at Summit is they're really trying to overhaul it and make it better. But I used to manage a bank, and I cashed checks for a call center, and you would not, they hire, you got to know a lot of these people. Call centers hire people and then they leave. And then they hire more people and then they leave. And then it's just kind of a nature of a call center. That's why you get people, unfortunately, on the phone that are just, and people have called and screamed at them and been horrible, and I'm not trying to, they're not very nice sometimes, but I've really come to terms with the fact that, like, they are trying, Beachbody Corporate is trying to make customer service better. That I am to a point where I try to make my customer's experience as good as possible. I have a customer having an issue right now with customer service, so I'm going to contact customer service and see if I can get any traction on it. Maybe if they'll do a 3-way call. And then I try to get people that are icky. I try to get their names. And a lot of times we're sent surveys as well through email. So if you have a bad experience, hopefully you'll get sent a survey and you can tell them exactly what happened. But as for now, I try to make the experience for the customer as amazing as possible. Lindsay, what about you? What do you do when you have customer service issues?
Luckily I don't think I've had like too much. I know that they are just kind of idiots sometimes. And I did have someone, or one time they double refunded somebody and it took those commissions from me twice. And so that was a nightmare to fix. But, I fill out those surveys because I get them too. And, so many people, I see lots of posts about it actually, about people wanting more control over, like, we have our Coach Online office, but it doesn't tell us a lot of things, like I would like to know exactly when my customer Shakeology is shipping, so I can remind them, or, you know, or if an order is shipped, you know, I would like to get some kind of notification or something, you know, so I can track that. I mean, so I don't have to go looking for it. But so yeah, I say those things in the surveys is, you know, wanting to know a little more, like, or if I got an order from someone and, you know, I didn't even know about it. Like I had someone order a Fix-Ate cookbook and I didn't know she did that until I checked my, you know, commissions one week, and I'm like, oh, that would have been nice. So I could, you know, tell her thank you immediately, because I always try to do that for my customers is, you know, I've been real big on, you know, using my Gmail to really organize stuff using Streak, if you guys have seen that from the other call that I did with Team Play Hard. But it's really helpful for me to track my customers' orders and remind them about Shakeology and things like that. And so, you know, I've been sending out thank you notes and messages and things like that to try to give my customers my own customer service, like Emily said. It's just a good thing to do. You know, give your customers above and beyond what, you know, what they're looking for, because that's how you get referrals, and that's how you get, you know, that's how you get loyal customers. I mean, we all sell the same products, but you are the difference. And so trying to go above and beyond for your customer is always good. So.
And I have had times where I've had somebody where you get on the phone and you just know, like, I don't know if they're having a bad day or just things aren't clicking. I will hang up and call back.
Yeah.
I think that's actually an amazing idea. And find someone more helpful as well.
I never call. I always use the chat. I don't know. I don't do phones. But yeah, so I always use the chat. And then I have a record of it too, because they always send that.
Yeah. So. Okay, so does anyone have anything else that they'd like to talk about, or?
I'll post the event invite tonight. I've been working on the header for it in Canva, you know, and so I'll post that and get it all set up so you guys can start inviting to that. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited. So a week from tonight, it should be good.
It should be really good.
11 is my lucky number, so 11-11, it'll be good.
So thank you guys for listening tonight, and if you listened to the recorded call, thank you for listening, and have a good rest of your week, and let's really knock the Fall Classic out of the park. And it's not about jackets, and it's not about Success Club points. It's legitimately about helping people and helping people that their life, you know, helping people to see that their lives can be changed, that they can live healthier lives, eat better, fit in smaller pants, the whole 9 yards. So don't think about jackets and Success Club points. Think about helping people.
It's just ways to keep you motivated to, you know, to stay excited, because we all have those bad days. We all have days where we're feeling blah about things because we got some no's or something. But, you know, just think about that we really do have something here that can change people's lives, like Emily said. And so it is your obligation to share it with people, you know, and this opportunity, it's amazing, you know. I mean, someone who is just feeling stuck in their lives, either with their fitness or their financial situation too. We have something really great to offer. So I always think of it that way. We should be proud of what we're doing here. So don't be scared to share it.
Don't be scared. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. Lots of invites.
Yeah.